Hello everybody, I'm Nate the Movie Guy, and today I will finally be talking about Barbie.
Barbie suffers a crisis that leads her to question her world and her existence.
So I finally got the chance to see this movie the other day. I waited a couple weeks because me and a friend wanted to see it together, and they were very busy and on vacation and some other stuff going on, so we decided to wait so we could see it together, and it was such a blast. We had so much fun, not only because we kind of made a little event out of it. We dressed for the occasion, as many people did, and it was so much fun. And the movie also was really good. This one definitely is in my top 3 of the year. I don't know where. I didn't like it as much as Oppenheimer, so Oppenheimer will be number 1. But there's definitely 2 or 3 I haven't decided yet. I might have to watch it one more time. The production design is incredible. All the handcrafted sets and backdrops and all these like old school film techniques they used, as opposed to green screen and CGI or even like filming on location. They shot a lot of pretty much all of Barbie Land was all practical sets with backdrops, and it was so cool. And just the whole design of Barbie Land was so incredible to see on screen because of how lovingly crafted it all was. All the performances too are really great. Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling have really fun chemistry together, and Margot Robbie specifically gives standout performance. She's great in everything. Even movies I don't like that she's in, she still gives it her all. And Ryan Gosling, oh my god, I can't describe how much I loved Ken, and like all of the Kens actually. I thought all that stuff with the Kens was so fun and so funny. This also is the funniest movie I've seen in quite a while. I laughed out loud a lot. This movie's hilarious. It's a riot. There are so many jokes in this movie that I'm surprised were even approved by the studio and the production, because this isn't even remotely a kid's film. You think, oh, Barbie, I can take my kids to see it. If they're older, maybe. But a lot of the jokes are fairly adult, including one that is in the trailer, so I can't talk about having a beach off and beaching each other off. Yeah, this movie's so much fun, and while even though I was having such a blast watching it and laughing so much, this one hit surprisingly close to home. There was some stuff in it that I didn't expect to get me up in my feels about, but I really was. This movie, while it's really fun and hilarious, and the performances are so funny, and the plot is so outrageous, you will, if you're anybody, you will feel something by the end. And this movie struck a chord with me specifically, kind of the stage of my life I'm in currently. It struck a chord I didn't expect it to strike, and I was left a crying little baby by the time the credits rolled. And a lot of other people in our theater were as well. There were a lot of sniffles and people wiping tears out of their eyes by the end. And my friend, like, we were both like, oh, this movie's got hands, man. But yeah, this movie really, it will make you feel something, and I think that's like I think that's the greatest thing that this movie can do, is that, yes, it's so outrageous and silly and over the top, yet its message is so grounded and real that it kind of floors you with that contrast. And I think that's why a lot of comedies that have an emotional core like this film does work so well. If you contrast the really high comedy with kind of the lower, more grounded emotional core, and performances, then it kind of can create this really great feeling where each element, you know, the comedy and the emotional, dramatic stuff complement each other because they're so different. Yeah, like I said, this is one of my favorite movies of the year. It's so much fun. And even though it's been a couple weeks since it came out, it's doing still incredibly well at the box office. Go see it in theaters. See everything in theaters if you can. It's so much fun, and you'll probably cry if you have a heart. And if you don't have a heart, then you'll probably at least feel something anyway. Because this movie's really good at making you feel things. And yeah, it's really good. So it's worth the hype. Everyone who loves it is so rightfully justified. And even people who didn't like it are also justified. This movie it's a lot. In a different way than Oppenheimer was a lot. And I can't really get into why, because I'd probably be stepping into spoiler territory. And even though this review is so long overdue and the movie's been out for a little bit, still sticking to my spoiler-free rule because, well, there's some people who haven't seen it yet. And so, yeah. Anyway, wasn't obvious, Barbie gets the Nate seal of approval. This movie also was just a really fun theater-going experience. I didn't want to put this in the actual review because it didn't really add in to take away anything from the actual film. But my theater was packed, even though it was, it's been a couple weeks since the movie came out. My theater was completely full, and it was filled with people all ages. Kids, older people, elderly people, people my age, couples, friends, siblings, parents. It was really cool, and everyone was dressed for the occasion. Everyone was wearing pink and other fun colors. It was so cool, and when we were walking out, an older woman complimented me and my friends' matching shirts that we had coordinated and thought we were so fun. And to that lady, who will probably never see this video, that was really cool, and I love you. Yeah, if you've seen Barbie, let me know down in the comments what you thought of it. Maybe something you didn't like, something you loved about it. I don't know. Just sound off in the comments. Talk about Barbie. Talk about any movie, even if it's not about Barbie. If you haven't seen Barbie yet, tell me that. Tell me why you haven't, or tell me if you're even interested in seeing Barbie. And if you aren't, change your mind. It's really good. Go see it. I'm Nate, the movie guy. I should really settle on an outro. I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm Nate, the movie guy. Thanks for watching.